fellas, said it again. Set yourself a fucking floor of what you have to do every single week or every single day or on specific days. It's the best way to know the minimum effective dose of things that you need to do in order to just get shit done. So like my floor for today was I had to post my YouTube video, I had to post on social media, and I had to get a run done. And I did them all between 7 and what time is it? Between 6 and 8 o'clock. Edited my YouTube video, posted it. It mightn't have been the best edit. It mightn't have been the fanciest thumbnail in the world because there was no thumbnail. It mightn't have been the fanciest title in the world because there was no title. But I posted the video. It's there, do you know? Getting the run done. Yeah, the environment wasn't the best. We're after moving house today. There's 101 things that I'm after doing. We've been unpacking and packing cars all day. It's been fucking demoralizing. It's been stressing. I could have sat at home and gone, shit, like, I just can't run today, I have too much going on. But no, you have to make it a fucking priority. You have to set your floor. Never mind like what you need to achieve setting your ceiling, but set your floor, set the base, the least amount of work that you can do in order to make a percent of progress. And then you can worry about it tomorrow and go, Jesus, if I made 1% yesterday, right, okay, today's a better day, I have less going on, right, now we can go for the 2 or 3%. But just make 1% progress every single day. Just do the things that you say you're going to fucking do. Talk the talk and walk the walk. And that's what I'm doing here. I want to practice what I preach. I was sitting at home today and like we have been non-stop all day, like packing cars. Sarah Jane's off nights last night. Yes, it's self-inflicted. Yes, we decided to move house. I'm not complaining at all. But I had a fucking bagel this morning. What did I have for lunch? I can't even remember what I had for lunch. Oh, Sarah Jane went to the deli and got us a chicken wrap, and I had that for lunch. And then I had 6 Weetabix before my run. Like, that's how much food I've had today. I've been tired, I've been slumped. And it's not me fucking, oh, look at me, this, that, and the other. It's not me. It's none of that fucking petty shit. Just set the fucking floor and do the fucking work. Good morning, lads. How are we? Tuesday, the 3rd of February. Hope everyone is good. Lads, an absolutely hectic time since Troika. Yeah, we had Troika Sunday. Really, really good showing by the crew. Paul and Keane teamed up. They're both 2 of my online clients. They teamed up on Sunday. And then we had Kira and Chloe as well. It was a fantastic day out. I'll never ever get sick of going up and watching events like that. I just think what it brings to fitness is second to none. I just think it's really, really good. The fact that you can go and train towards something like that. I think there was a huge gap for that before like Hyrox and stuff came around. But anyway, since Troika, yesterday we moved house, or apartment, or whatever you want to call it. So we moved out of Newbridge, and yeah, really, really good. But like, it was just a fucking hectic day. Last night you would have seen the video of me coming back from the gym, talking about just getting it done, setting that floor. And I was on one a bit because I was just so happy with myself for doing the things that I was saying I was going to do. I think that's something that you just have to live your life by. You have to do the things that you say you're going to do, like the minimum standards that you're going to do. It's really, really important, not only for your psyche and your mental psyche, but also for just staying consistent and getting shit done. We had a really, really tough day yesterday, filling car loads up. I was really tested. Just the small things were really getting to me. I was having a problem with the rear suspension of my car. I had to go to the gym then to do the run because I was going to have to drive to do the run anyway. I was like, oh, I'll just go to the gym and get it done. Went into the gym, there was no treadmills. I went to do the hour on the rower instead, and the rower wouldn't work, and there was just 101 small things that on any other day I wouldn't bat an eyelid at. But yesterday we hadn't eaten properly and all this sort of stuff. But we're back to it today. That's the main thing. So I have to go over to the apartment that we moved out of and just give that a bit of a spring clean, get a few last bits, and then I am going to go back. I have a bit of programming to do as well, so I'm going to sit down in the apartment. We have no Wi-Fi, so last night I had to go up to my mum's and leave my laptop in my mum's and let the video upload to YouTube. Didn't even see how it uploaded or anything like that. And I went to the gym while that was uploading and went for my run. It was just all over the place. It was all over the place. But we will get back into a bit of a routine now. We slept so long last night. I think I had 10 hours sleep last night. Just talking about sleep now is making me tired. But I think I had about 10 hours sleep last night. And yeah, I was wrecked. Today is a rest day. We'll probably go for a walk later on. I'm gonna walk my mom's dog later on, Luna, and then I might do a bit in the gym. But yeah, it's just been hectic, and it's just so important to stay to where you're at. Like, if you have something coming up and there's 101 things going on, like I could have very easily sat on the couch last night and went, that was such a stressful day, I'll just do it tomorrow. But just setting your floor and just setting your standards, and just holding yourself accountable to those standards, I feel so much better of it today. There's something satisfying inside of you that just says, wow, like I actually did that. Okay, that's perfect. We've done it now. We know we can do it. And in the future, you're just going to roll with those standards and you won't let yourself fall off the bandwagon. And it's just 1% every day. It's just laying another brick. There might be days where you lay 10 bricks and the house really starts to take shape. There might be days where you lay 1 brick. And those are the days that count. Those are the days that matter, as opposed to the days where everything goes right. I think there's a lot to be said for when everything goes wrong. Are you still holding yourself accountable, and are you still doing the things that you say you're going to do? Whereas it's very, very easy to do it. Like I search for no praise when I do things, or when I'm training, when everything's going right. I search for no praise in those times. But the times when everything's going wrong and there's a lot going on in your life and you have 101 things to do, they're the times when you deserve praise, when you deserve that bit of outside external validation of you actually doing the thing. Like, it's so important. Yeah, that's just my little piece on that. I'm going to go over to this apartment, tidy up, and then I will touch back in. This is the reality of moving house. The fucking car is absolutely sitting on the ground, full to the rafters. Oh god. The amount of diesel that I've burned through in the last 2 days is absolutely phenomenal. Good morning from the humble abode. Welcome to the new gaff. This is the new gaff, boys. This will be where the magic is happening from now on. Will I go here so that the light isn't in my face? Yeah, I think I'll go here. Right, so today is a good one. We have a bit of a speed session to do. So we have 3 by 10 minutes. So warm up for 20 minutes, then hard for 10 minutes around the 420 pace. So we're working on tempo efforts today. Recover for 1:30, repeat that 3 times, and then cool down 10 minutes. So I'm actually going to go, we've moved to Kilcullen, so I'm actually going to go to, they have this new loop around the Gap pitch up at so just maybe a kilometre that way. That is a kilometre in distance. So I'm thinking I'm going to go there and I'm going to do my tempo around there nice and flat, get a true reflection of where I'm at. But really looking forward to this session. So I've had 50 grams of carbs this morning, 50 grams of porridge this morning with a scoop of protein, a coffee, 30 grams of honey and a banana, all in the bowl. Well, the coffee wasn't in the bowl, but giving me around 70 or 80 grams of carbs, and that was about 2 hours ago. Now I'm going to go in with 1 scoop of G1M Sport Plus. I had this before a massive roll session a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, I got this in America when I was at the event. And I just want to start using the stuff that we have before we start purchasing anything else. Says he, a week after he posted the YouTube video with precision fuel and hydration gels and carb mix. But anyway, I want to start using this. Now, there's caffeine in this as well. And focus supplements. I have used this before a big roll session, as I was saying, and I've never been that dialed in my life. So I'm going to use this today. So it's probably going to be around 12 to 13k of a session today. So it's a long session. It's probably going to take me an hour or so. But we're going to go in with 1 serving of G1M Sport Plus, which will give me 20 grams of carbs. It'll give me 150 megs of caffeine, and then a load of nice nootropic and focus kind of bits in it. Big scoop.
Boys, this is fucking lovely. Fully paved path all the way around the pitch. I think it's about 1.2k in Kilcullen. So we have 5 minutes left of the warm-up. So I'll shed the jacket and then into some 3x10 minutes of just hard efforts. So I'll chat to you on the flip side. Right boys, that was absolutely unreal. 3x10 minutes. I'll show the averages on the screen now. But now we have a 10-minute cool down, and in that 10-minute cool down I'm going to run home, so I'll touch base with you there.
Chili, cooked by the Queen.
1 million packets.
Yeah. Tell me you're an endurance athlete without telling me you're an endurance athlete.
Oh, okay.
Love the fact that I call myself an athlete.
Yeah, we are right
Like
there.
that. I am an athlete. I'm an athlete. Lads, it's miserable out there. Bit of a life lesson for you boys. If you're ever buying shoes and you have a 1% doubt in your mind, especially running shoes, a 1% doubt in your mind that they're going to cause you a little bit of bother, whether they're too tight or too small, or if you just get a small little inkling, just return them. I know it wastes time and it wastes energy, and you have to go back and collect them again, or you have to wait for them to come again. So I just went in and collected my shoes in Intersport Alvarez for the marathon, right? I won't reveal them yet, but they were like fractionally, like my big toe was hitting off, like especially different way I stood, like literally it was down, literally down to the 1%. My big toe was just hitting off it when I stood a certain way, when I loaded the calf, and when I could feel that big toe, I was like, no, straight away 1%. I've learned before, if they are 1% down, or if they're not 100%, if they don't 100% feel right, send them back. Send them back. It's running's hard enough. You don't need to make it harder by wearing shoes that are uncomfortable or that have like a little small effect on your feet, or you want everything to be, you want to control as many variables as possible, and the shoes being the only thing that you're in contact with the ground with are so important to get right. If you can't get them right and you wear a pair of shoes that are 1% down from your standards, it's your own fault. So make sure that when you're buying shoes, especially running shoes, make sure that they're up to scratch. Because as I said, you want to control the variables. You don't want on race day, and I've done it before, my Dublin half last year, I wore Vaporflies. I loved them in speed sessions on the treadmill and everything like that. Never had worn them above 10 kilometers. Wore them for the half marathon. They cut the fucking feet off me. I don't know if any of you have seen the picture on Instagram of me literally where my foot is just covered in blood after the race, because they weren't up to scratch. And I learned from that, and ever since I haven't wore shoes. I've wore shoes once or twice, spent money on them, wore them once or twice, and they weren't up to standard, so I literally sold them. So like, it's so important. It's so important. Life lesson. Sarah Jane's gonna be so thick. The cheeky flat white from the one and only, where is it, hey darling, the best place in town, boys. The best place ever.
Afternoon, boys. We're out here getting the steps in. I tell you, now that we're back in Kilcullen, there's going to be some amount of running done around this pitch. Did it yesterday for the tempo session. You would have seen that, and it was actually really, really nice. Didn't feel like the loop was about 980 meters in or around the K, but it didn't feel like I was even doing the loop. Did 11 loops, 13k session between running here and running home. So yeah, I just posted a giveaway over on my Instagram. I will leave the link to it down in the description below. It is for a Dublin City half marathon ticket that I'm giving away, as I cannot race. So I decided I'm going to give away the ticket just to say thank you back to the crowd of people that have supported me over the last while. Just something small to show my appreciation. But that is live over on my Instagram until the 15th. I'm going to turn this way. It is live over on my Instagram until the 15th of February. So So go over and check it out, link in the description below. And make sure to get your entry in if you weren't successful in the ballot. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this walk, listen to a podcast, and I'll chat to you soon. Good morning, boys. We're back at the track. Well, the loop, I'll call it the loop, that's what I call it the loop. We have an hour on the feet this morning. RPE 3 out of 10. Nice and simple. One thing I have noticed over the last couple of weeks is these 3 out of 10s, the heart rate has really dropped, like where I'm sitting at. So I'm becoming more efficient, I'm becoming more aerobic, which is great. And then this is our third run out of the week. So we've one more left on Sunday. I'm feeling a bit of a sauna and an ice bath maybe later on in the afternoon. So gonna get this done and then chat to you after. Right boys, I am fucking buzzing with this. Have the standing desk. Bought a standing desk last week. Don't mind the state of the fucking room, we're only after moving, but yeah, this is absolutely unreal. Little preset. Go on down, you bastard. There you go. Jeez, that is brilliant. I'm an absolute sucker for anything that's going to improve my productivity, and I found over the last couple of weeks, even the last couple of weeks, lads, sitting at a desk and fucking like, it's become so sedentary, and I was just like, I need to be standing up. I just came from a job where I was standing up all the time, well, most of the time. But yeah, delighted with that now. Delighted with that. Come on! Right lads, we are trying a new cereal. Trying a new cereal tonight. Kellogg's Cocoa Pops Chocos. I can't imagine that they're going to be too far away from, but as I say, can't imagine that they're going to be too far away from a regular Cocoa Pop. Doing no dry taste test. Right. What's it taste like? Cocoa Pops. You know the way Cocoa Pops lose their crunch? I know these aren't going to lose their crunch. And I'm excited. And the golf is back. Come on. Here we go. Milk going a little brown already. Yummy. I don't really taste of anything, to be honest. They're not as tasty as Cocoa Pops. Like if Cocoa Pops were an 8 out of 10, these are a 6 out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tube. The Tube! It is Saturday. It is Saturday the 7th of February. 10 days to my birthday. Big 27. I'm actually going to stop here and not drive while I talk. But basically what happened there was I went into the gym and I got fucking 3 reps of the pistol squat on the side. I couldn't do a half rep before Christmas. C clip here. Ta-da! Unreal. Fucking unreal. That's kind of been like my tested metric that I've used to test the strength in my leg because I had glute med problems. So like a lot of your pistol squat, yes, it's quad and glute, but there's a lot of stabilization used in like the glute med and like those secondary muscles around the hip area. So very, very happy with that. Tomorrow, myself, Lee and Dane are going up to the Bows game. We're going up to the Bows game up in the Aviva. So looking forward to that as well. Yeah, tonight we're going home and we're cooking fajitas. Oh, boys, one of my favourite meals in the world, fajitas. It's unreal. So we're going home, we're having fajitas tonight. And then, mind the bumpy road here for a second, you might hit your head. Oh, the cans are rattling in the back seats. And up tomorrow, long run, 18k, with a very special guest, lads. You won't have seen this man since last August on the Tube. So you won't have seen this man. I'll give you a clue. We were singing Pink Pony Club in a camper van last July.
and I obviously posted the video in around August, so you won't have seen him since then, but he is back. He's back. He's reincarnated after a short hiatus. But tomorrow morning, myself and the special guest are going running 18 kilometer tomorrow morning, similar enough to last week, and then yeah, going to the Bows game, and that'll be it for the weekend, and then yous will all see the tube. So that's the story. That is the fucking story. Oh Jesus, I absolutely adore fajitas, lad. Good morning. Been in J-Lo on the way to Salons, 6:30 in the morning. Oh God, I'm a very tired man this morning. Did not sleep well last night at all. Kept having those waking situations. You know when you have those, when you're afraid that you're going to miss your alarm and you keep waking every half an hour. I don't know why we fall into that little trap, but to be honest, I don't really give a fuck whether I miss my alarm or not. I'm privileged enough that I'm able to get up and just go anyway. But this last night, for some reason, I just felt like I was awake the whole time last night. One of those sleeps. I felt like I was awake the whole time. My watch is telling me I got 7 hours sleep. It felt like I got half an hour sleep. Listen, maybe I was just dreaming about the same thing as actually what was happening. I was dreaming about being awake as well as feeling like I was being awake as well as being awake. But yeah, listen, we're on the way to Salons to do 4K by myself, and then I'm meeting up with the man, the myth, the legend that is, it's Mr. Ben Buggy. He's back. He's back training, he's back running, so he's back running with me this morning. I haven't run with this man since, I want to say, Trasna. I think maybe we did a sim post Trasna, but I'm not sure whether it was before or after Trasna. I'm not sure. Anyway, lads, not feeling it today, but these are the workouts that count. These are the workouts that count. I really, really, really would have loved to just turn around and just sat in bed all morning. I would have loved to. It was so warm as well. Do you know when you have those mornings where the bed is absolutely boiling? Anyway, time to go get this done. No point in thinking about it. Ladies and gentlemen, the reality of long distance running. I was in Salons, about to get out of the car to get my shoes on, and I had to abort the mission, and we had to go find a toilet at 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning. That's the reality of long distance running, ladies and gents. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. But yeah, it's 7 o'clock. Well, it's 7:05 now, and I'm on the way back to Salons to park up ahead Ireland and do it all again. So I'll probably be like 5 or 6 minutes late for Ben, just at the fact that I am someone out running already. Fair play to you, whoever you are. If you see this, you probably won't, but fair play to you. Just know that I'm seeing you at 7 o'clock on the ring roads, and fair play. Yeah, I'll probably be 3 or 4 minutes late for Ben, just with the fact that I need to get warm. It's cold outside this morning. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 degrees, and I'd say it'll be even colder by water as we're running along the canal this morning. So I'd say it will be even colder by water, so I'm going to have to make sure that I am nice and warm before I start this run.
Special guest on the channel, boys. He's back. He's back since Trasna. He's saying to me this is his first run over 5k since we ran across the country last July, and he's sitting at 450s. That's 7k in. 7k in. Ooh. What do we think of the new skull cap as well from Negative Split? Shout out Keane Charlton. We're nearly done, boys. The flat whites are calling. Come on.
Ah, mental. Six Nations think it's 170 each. So where do we do the run?
That's IROC sticker.
Where's the stations? Ladies and gents, that is it for another week. I'm just back from the Bows game. Drew 0-0 with St. Pat's first league game of the season, so it is what it is. A bit disappointing, but what can we do? Good game in the end. Second half was much better than the first half, but nice to get up to the Aviva all the same. I'm just about to scran down a bit of a protein shake. Didn't have a great day of eating today afterwards. After my run this morning, as I was up in Dublin, and then myself and the lads went for food afterwards, but making sure that I'm hitting my protein target and all, just to repair the body after a big run this morning. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, drop a comment down below for anything that you want to see in the coming weeks. That is another week done, another week of solid training, another week of solid consistency in the content space, in the client space, in the coaching space. So I'm very, very happy. I'm grateful for this position. I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight, and I was only just thinking to myself before I came on here that I'm grateful that I'm able to go and say to myself, I'm going to get 8.5, 9 hours sleep tonight, and not have to set an alarm in the morning and just reset the body going into a new fresh week. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Cheers.